The very first thing that stood out to me as you started reading is this is in first person. We talk about that a lot on the podcast, but I've never actually had a first person story. So, can you tell me about your creative decision to do that?
So I my entire series is in first person, and heads up for my readers, I am switching to third person for the next series. I originally set out to write a romantasy with reincarnation and had a set one reincarnation was set in 1814 and it took over. And so I ended up scrapping the majority of it and starting with the bones of that reincarnation. A lot of things changed from that. Our love interest here, Xander, was actually originally a villain and he was straight. So a lot got
Wow.
scrapped. But that is why I set off in first person. It was actually first person present tense originally. I did switch it to past tense, but I decided to keep it in first person partially because I think historical romance readers love third person, but it's growing in other genres that we see first person a lot. And it's actually kind of preferred by a lot of readers of contemporary and romantasy. And I think we need to try and reach out to some of those readers. I think that, especially romantasy, I think there's a lot of overlap in things they like about romantasy, the forbidden love that has actual stakes, the enemies to lovers where they're actual enemies. And, in contemporary romance, you don't really get real enemies. It's like a workplace enemies to lovers, and it's just an HR violation. So one of the ways that I'm trying to reach out to those readers is by trying first person, but I'm having, a hard time with some of the traditional historical romance readers. They're not interested in first person. It's jarring for them. So I am caving to peer pressure on that.